All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome in to the Zulu Shopping Network. I'm your host, Ethan. This is your other host, Rob.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about games and the, third installment, fourth installment? I don't know.
We're up to our fourth. We've done a month of this. Now, granted, the first one was me just pointing at games, just being like, look, it's here.
But it's grown.
It has.
And so if you could see the pile of games next to me, you'd know that it's
it
grown
is pretty
too.
massive.
We're in crunch time. Like, this is game season, man. It's time.
Which
it's
is
time
funny.
for things to start coming out like crazy.
quick as we can.
Quick as we can.
I was actually, there was a part. I was up until today. I was like, I don't know if we'll have lots of games today.
Yeah.
Turns out we got a bunch that came in the mail, and then you brought a whole bunch out as well, which is very. I don't even know what all of these are.
I think this is our first episode that's going to involve some Kickstarter titles. So.
Oh, how's it going, Micah?
So yeah. Oh, Micah's up in this piece. All right.
Let's see.
Should we get going here?
Let's do it.
The crowd is anxious.
The crowd is anxious.
And time is a ticking.
So, what are we starting with?
Right here.
Oh, we're diving into that.
It's already there.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. So. Oh.
Hey.
See, I bumped it, and now it's not set up. Oh.
Ruined the whole show.
Tell me, what are we looking at? What do we got here?
This is the 21st. 21st.
Yeah?
That's a new number.
Yeah?
The 25th anniversary edition of Catan. So most people have played Catan, Settlers of Catan.
I was going to say, have we taken Settlers out? Is it just Catan now? Or is it Catan or is it Catan?
Yeah, it's now just says, I called it Catan. Some people call it Catan. Doesn't matter.
I'll be honest, I'm happy about that because I've always, Settlers for some reason is a weird word for me.
Yeah, I think they just call it Catan now, or Catan, whatever you want to say.
So, now what makes this different from
Catan.
A normal version of Catan?
So the normal version is 2 to 4 players.
Okay.
And it's Catan. I don't know.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? This one, I don't know that you can read it, but basically you're getting the normal. Sorry, it's not 2 to 4. 3 to 4. You couldn't play this game 2-player. Actually, you could. I've played it 2-player. Maybe it just doesn't work very good. Whatever. Anyway, you get the normal game. You get the 5 to 6 player expansion already built in, so you can play up to 6 already. You get card sleeves for it, custom card sleeves, I should say, or maybe it's just saying, I don't know if they're custom card sleeves. But because of card sleeves, it comes with sorting trays, which is awesome, and dice and player pieces. So now it always comes with dice and player pieces, but let's see if I can flip it over here. They're just kind of nicer, I guess. They got like a speckled look to them, so they're not just the normal wood whatevers.
Speaking of nicer, I tried to fix our video and I just made it so much worse.
You should do that stuff before we go live.
You're right, and I thought it'd be quick, and it wasn't, and that's on me. That's my bad. Go ahead and keep talking.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, yeah. Okay. So look, you get 2 packs of Game Genic sleeves. So they're not custom sleeves. Sorry, they're just sleeves that'll fit the cards, but they comes with sleeves instead of you having to buy those separately. You got your sorting trays here for all your development cards, your resources, whatever you want to use. You probably can't tell, but these are speckled, kind of interesting looking pieces. Just a little bit cooler looking than the normal ones. The dice look a little different. You get the whole enclosure on the outside with where the water is, so your board stays together better. And the last version I played on this game had different art than this, so it looks like some of the art on some of the cards has gotten better. But I also may have just played an older edition. Not totally sure. But basically, this is your all-in-one Catan, as opposed to buying a bunch of expansions and then having to put them in the box. It's all together. And like if you watched last week, I think is when we showed off the hex trays that also hold your stuff. So
that was actually the first one. That was 4 weeks ago.
That was 4 weeks ago?
That was a month
Good Lord.
ago.
So anyway, we got a ton of stuff for this game right now.
And right now we're showing the prettier version. We've got a nice thing. So one of the things, actually, I very much like this. I was looking at the box earlier today, and it says glitter painted wooden pieces, and that does make me quite happy. As far as the pieces go, yeah, I really shouldn't have been messing with our settings.
I clicked on your name. I can actually ban you from the page, ban you from stream, block Sean Everson with your silly. Wow, Catan, is that a new game? Yeah.
Hey, he's engaging.
He's
and that's,
trolling
remember, that's what we like. We like, even if it is them to just shout that your color balance has gone very
Look,
wrong.
not a new game, but a new release.
Yeah,
Okay?
They don't see that.
Again, we have a lot to get through, so I'm just going to
let's
pull
hop
this
back
one
into
off.
it.
I'm going to try to go faster. We're going to go upbeat, up-tempo.
Also, I was told that we need to
Smooth out our mat.
Yeah. To which I said, as soon as I
your
get an
iron
iron,
board out.
I'll do it.
Let's
Who are we diving
jump
into
into
next? Do you
one
want to do that
that
one?
you
Yes. I'm
know.
actually very excited for this
Here
one.
we go.
Okay.
So nothing fell.
No,
Man.
nothing has fallen. So, look at how much
Close.
clearer that camera is. So what we've got here is Glasgow. I don't
I'm
know.
sorry, what?
Glasgow.
Oh, okay. Was
It's-
that Canadian? What was that?
It's Irish, Scottish. Oh man,
I
now
thought
don't
it
remember.
was Polish or something.
No, it's in the British Isles. We're just as good at geography as we are at knowing about games. But no, I did actually do research on this one. So this here butte is called Glasgow.
Glasgow.
As you can, it's a very pretty box. It does specifically mention though for 2 players. So that is a specific detail. On the back, it continues reiterating that point. It is a 2-player game. It takes you about a half an hour, and it turns out if you're 10 or older, you can play this one. I do like it when games don't bother to put a maximum age on there because I feel like
and don't take that too much. I mean, there's definitely kids who play games that like they're maybe 5 or 6 and they've played a 9, 10 plus game. But if they have a parent there to help them, it works. So I don't know that kids would be into this game, but I'm just saying like take that as a rule of thumb. It's just a guideline.
So what I've got up.
It is 2-player only. You can't be like, hey,
yes.
let's figure out 3. But age, whatever.
So what I've got up on the screen right now is
Some kids are smarter than others.
is the map. The idea behind the game is
It's Scotland.
Scotland. There it is.
Oh, Sean just
I
said from
told you.
Scotland. Oh, okay. Oh, too late, Sean. I already knew that.
Glasgow. Anyway, so as you can see, what I put up on the screen is what the game looks like when it's set up. You take you have a bunch of different people in the town of Glasgow. You set them up in a circle.
Are they Glasgowans?
Sure.
Glasgonians?
They might be Scottish.
Quit wasting time, Rob. Come
Anyway, so you're going to take your meeples and you're going to go around in circles, collecting resources and doing different tasks. Whoever is behind in the circle, they'll get to go next. So in this particular case, green would be going, and then say green only moves 2 spaces forward, they get to go again. It's not until they pass the other person that they go.
Oh,
Now-
so like patchwork.
Yes.
That's
Never
how it
played-
works. Like
never
you get to
played
keep going until
You've
you
passed
go
everyone
you pass
else.
it.
Exactly,
Even if you're
yeah.
on the same space, you get to go again.
So in this, so the whole point of that, you're collecting these resources to build buildings. You'll notice there's some squares in the center of that map. Those squares are buildings. Those buildings have different things that will affect them. For instance, by itself, a train station does nothing, but when a train station is built close to things, it gives you more points. Once you have built a 16 by 16 grid, or sorry, 16 by 16, a 4 by 4 grid, or 16 buildings, the game is done, and you do a score.
The guy in the front looks really tired. And beat
He
up.
does. Also, I don't know what it's saying about the fact that the only
Scottish.
person that you can see from Glasgow does have a beer in his hand. It could, you know what?
I think it might be a
could
coffee.
tea. It
but
could
what,
be tea or
what
coffee.
ticks me off about it is the handle is facing out.
So it's clearly not hot. Whatever he's
Use the
thinking,
handle, man.
Not hot. All right. So since we're going fast, I feel like I did like the looks of this
Glasgow is Glasgow.
one. Oh, well, we're doing that now, are we?
Goodbye. I don't know. Why not?
Let's go ahead and swing to the King's Dilemma
right,
as well. So this is not a new game. It's
Also not a new
massive,
game,
though.
Sean. So just so you know, I'm pretty sure you've actually played this game.
Oh, that is
What's going on with the
so
thing?
dark. It's because it's so incredibly dark. Well, as you can see our faces.
Like Batman.
As it turns out,
It's
this
shiny.
is useful sometimes,
Whoa.
but I have...
Get your pictures.
I'm sorry.
Here, let me go to the back.
Let's
Professional.
see. This is... Oh, there we go. This is the King's Dilemma. Now, the reason I brought this in was because the last time we had this guy was in 2019.
Yeah, it was like last
which
year.
Is, or 100 years ago. I don't remember at this point
Before,
in time.
pre-COVID.
Exactly, in the before times. Anyway.
In the times of good health.
In the original printing did not have, and you can see it just next to me, this little guy here. So this is the 2020...
Oh, it got an award.
Yes.
Kennerspiel.
What did you call me?
Kennerspiel de Jar.
I hear that that's a very prestigious reward.
It's good. It's a good thing.
I mentioned last week... Shut Up and Sit Down. They are a delightful YouTube channel. They review games, and they reviewed this one a while back, and he loved it. I rewatched the video to kind of remind myself of it, and it does sound like a lot of fun.
So it's kind of ironic that the company that makes it's called Horrible Games, but it won an award.
Right?
So
it did.
it's a
And
good
apparently
game.
this is very difficult to get award. So I don't know why there's so many
It's
tentacles.
one a year.
But there really are.
Literally one game a year gets the Kennedy.
Oh, wow. So 2020, the year of the apocalypse, it goes to this game. So this is for 14 plus, which will make sense once I describe how to play it in a second. It does take an hour for each game, but this is also a legacy game. We'll also get back into that. But this is the only sticking point, is it is 3 to 5 players. And it was recommended that you play with the 5 players if possible, because you are a council of lords. So dealing with different... let me pop up what it actually looks like in the thing. You will be given different dilemmas, like the game's title. That's not...
Oh, the King's Dilemma.
Yep. Oh, do I not have King's Dilemma innards? Oh, I didn't put it in there. Well, that's my bad.
I'll tell you what, I can flip the box over.
Yeah, let's do that. And it's a little bit
lighter. It might be less weird looking.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Look at that. And you can kind of see the camera in the thing. So you can see there's a couple different things. There's these houses. You will be a representative of the house. There will be a king, but he's largely a figurehead or queen. And they will die at the end of the generation. Each game you play is a single generation. Each decisions you make will start building up a legacy. You'll see this little sort of flow chart here. There are different decisions that you'll be making throughout the game, and you'll be using your influence and money to be able to make your vote count for more. You can also decide to pass for votes. You got your map. But again, this is a legacy game, so each thing you do will affect how the game is played in the next one.
Some people may not know what a legacy game is, and that's basically a game that's intended to be played multiple times, and you don't start over every time you play. It kind of, like you finish whatever the session you're doing, but then it takes place like where the last one left off in a way, with some new things changing. So, and decisions that happened in the last game may affect following games.
Yeah, which is, I love it. I've played the Pandemic Legacies. I played Charterstone. They're great. What's fun about this one is there are 2 ways to win at the end of your amount of games that you play. If you manage to make the kingdom survive, the person with the most of prestige is the winner. However, if the kingdom collapses and goes all to pot, the person with the most crave wins.
What's crave?
Crave, every time you are particularly selfish or duplicitous or do something for your own good over others, you get crave.
So
if you do things that are good...
You can be greedy, essentially.
Exactly. And the game rewards you for being greedy if you can make the kingdom collapse.
That's kind of cool.
It's really fascinating. It's
So you can be... like a bad guy kind of player and still win.
Absolutely.
A devious player.
You can be, and so it's everything I heard about is loads of fun. This is a reprint. We do have some copies, so very excited for that.
Honestly, the first time this game came out, I'm in charge of buying things, and I was like, well, it's a really expensive game. I didn't know much about it. Yeah. I only bought a few copies.
I'm not going to turn it back
and they sold out like right away.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, can you get this game? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, oh, nope, already gone. Oh my gosh. And so I'm really glad it came back in. Again, we didn't get a whole bunch of copies because, again, it's a big game. It's expensive. But we do have it. Hopefully it won't blow out of stock in 2 seconds this time. But get on it while you can if it's up your alley. Especially if you live with 3 or more people that are into this kind of game. Yeah. And you're able to have a weekly board game night.
Or like you have a D&D group that
like that
doesn't have a DM. This would be a great option for it.
Yeah. King's Dilemma, highly awarded.
Let's keep on keeping on. What else we got?
Let's mix it up. Let's go to some CCGs for a second.
Yeah,
we could do this. We could have an order, but we don't. So
we did, but then we added more games.
Screw that. New Pokemon set came out. Let's see. I'm just gonna hold up here.
Oh, actually, I wonder if we can.
You can do the other way. You come to me.
Oh.
Okay, so that worked flawlessly, I'd say.
Yeah, it's swished through the camera, but I like it.
All right, so Vivid Voltage came out.
What is Vivid Voltage?
Well, it's part of the Pokemons. No, I don't know, man. I don't play Pokemon.
In the same way that Magic has different sets or groupings of cards, Pokemon also does.
But I think it's a Sword and Shield, which means something
Sword
as well.
and Shield is the sort of overarching one because that's the most recent game that's released. Vivid Voltage is the sort of block within that larger set.
Well, there you go. So Vivid Voltage, the new set out. That is the booster box. If you want to pull that cam out a little bit. We not only got booster packs. These are already really popular. I've already looked online today, and they're selling for like $150 for just for one of these guys.
Please.
Nice and focused.
There it goes.
Pull those out, and then, but we're selling them in store for $109.99, or you can buy a pack for $3.99. They also put out these. I believe they're kind of like theme decks, and I believe Pokemon has a cool thing where you can like play your deck online as well as in person.
Really? Oh
So-
yeah, there was a guy in talking about that recently.
That's kind of neat. So, and yeah, we've actually started to do a lot more Pokemon. For those of you that don't know, it's really popular right now, and so I guess it's the time to do it. And then they have the Elite Trainer Box, which is the equivalent to Magic's bundles, where you just get you get a bunch of packs and stuff.
So
some,
it's funny you were asking.
what do
about
they
what
call
might
them?
be
They
in
don't
there.
call them
Keep
lands in
going
this
back
one. I
to
forget
it.
what it's called.
They are called Energy.
Energy. So yeah, I mean I don't know as much about Pokemon,
Oh, I lost it.
but
It's in here.
I do know that people want it because we've been getting lots of requests. So we listened and we're like, all right,
How
we'll
did
start
I-
getting more Pokemon.
Apparently, I forgot to put this one in too.
It's okay. Just put something on the screen.
No, I'm putting it on the screen. You'll see.
So,
No, they need to see what's in the box. Oh, I've broken it.
okay.
Van for a second.
Boring.
Talk about
okay.
Pokemon.
I don't know anything else about Pokemon.
How do you not
I
know
know
about
this is
Pokemon?
Charizard, and this is
Something Maw.
some other guy. That's Pikachu, and that's Pikachu.
Oh, is this? Oh yeah. Wait for it. Oh, look at that. I was prepared.
Oh, so worth the wait.
I really need you to be less rude to
Well,
me.
you
right
should
now.
you should download pictures midstream.
I didn't download it midstream.
Being
I had
rude
it.
to you is part of the fun.
I just forgot to get in here. So these these bundles. Could you hold this up so they can see? What
Yeah,
we're looking at?
absolutely.
So these bundles come with 8 packs. You get
Ooh.
sleeves that are the same as the box. You get a dice. You get 2 coins. You get energy cards, and then the box itself is actually
yeah.
like a carrying case. So
That's
carrying-
true. That is a thing when you, especially when you start out, you buy a bunch of packs and then you're like, well, what do I do with these? And I've seen a lot of kids put like a rubber band around them and they're just immediately just
Oh, it
devaluing their
hurts me
cards.
every time I see that.
Yeah, I know. But this way you have a box, you can keep them nice. And a lot of kids don't really understand value of things, and it's weird because I very much am like, dude, things are collectible and they have value, so don't ruin them. Even if they're not valuable now. Look, man, I dabbled in this game called Magic the Gathering when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Didn't know anything about it. All those cards are gone, and had I had them now, they'd be worth a lot more money. So, teach your kids the value of collectibles. I yell at my wife pretty much every time we play games. I'm like, "Don't bend my cards! What are you doing? I haven't sleeved them yet." Yeah, I'm one of those. Hey, camera malfunction. Typical Friday.
We're doing good streams. We're doing good
All right,
streams. It came at
Pokemon's
me.
out. Let's knock out the other card game while we're at it.
We got another card game.
We got another card game. It's just a smaller one.
Oh, you know, I think I've heard of this one.
It's
the Magic,
It's less new.
but not like Magic isn't like you can do a trick because these don't do tricks.
Yeah, so the bigger Magic release comes out next week. Spoiler alert, not really. Commander Legends. But this week we got in the... Why are you doing that? Oh, okay, that's a nifty trick. Is just the Zendikar Rising Gift Edition bundle.
Now,
So this is...
why would it be called a gift edition bundle?
Because you're supposed to buy it for someone as a gift, obviously.
Oh,
It's basically a supersized bundle. So it's the same as the normal bundles where you get like 10 packs, you get a cool die. I think they're a little bigger. You get the box, you get the... I think there's usually like a pamphlet in there that explains cards or talks about them. You get some cool lands, foil lands, stuff like that. I think there might be a special card in there,
there is.
something like that. And then you get... The big thing is you get one of the Zendikar Rising Collector's boosters in there, which has like a bunch of foil cards, and you get alternate art stuff, and you can get like dual lands that are full art and worth some money. So some of them are actually worth pretty good money, and you can buy those separately as well. But the packs are like what? I don't know. I think $25 a pack or something like that.
Yes,
So
they are.
in the bundle, it's $60. You get 10 packs. You get the collector's pack and all the other goodies for $60. So
$24.99 for those collector's packs normally.
yeah. So
Not to be
that's
confused with VIP packs. Those are different.
VIP packs much different.
Very different.
So,
Alright.
Magic, yay. If you play Magic, you probably already know.
What else we got on the docket?
We're actually making good time. We're
Yeah.
blowing through it.
Yeah, we've
So-
eaten up so much time.
Let's
Now we got
jump-
to
Here,
throw the
let's
brakes
knock
on.
this guy out. What?
Throw the brakes on.
Does anyone have any comments or questions? Looks like Sean's blowing up the world here.
He's got things to say.
Is there any Twitch questions? Not really.
Twitch
All
is-
right,
Twitch
Twitch,
is
come on,
quiet.
wake up, Twitch.
Was this about a raid?
Hey, Brad just joined us. Oh, good timing, Brad. Although Brad already knows about this, I'm sure. So today we also got out. This is the first time we've done this game, but we got which way are we doing? This way. Bring that camera.
We're doing big ones?
Yeah, for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Well, there's 4 of them. So let's see if we can get a focus. So for Marvel Crisis Protocol, it's a Marvel, if you don't know, it's a Marvel miniatures game. That's like, roughly 4 to 6 models. And they have an objective. They're miniatures fighting, I don't know, whatever. And, right, that's a good explanation, right? Miniatures fighting. So
it's the best way to describe a miniatures game is it's chess, but without a grid. You use
dice rolling and
you roll dice to determine the outcome
measuring
of combat.
stuff. It's got little rulers.
Yep.
You got special powers you can do. The powers are like, each guy. They're it'll make sense.
I mean, Storm, presumably can control weather.
Here, let's get more things on here.
Yeah.
So they released 4 packs. You got Storm and Cyclops, Mystique and Beast. You got Magneto and Toad, and my favorite, Wolverine and Sabretooth. If you're like me, I own a chunk of these models. I've only played the game, I think, technically twice, but I just really like the models, and I like X-Men, so I'm like, dang it. Wolverine's like one of my favorites, so I have to buy that.
Yeah, I got the big picture of Wolverine and Sabretooth up.
Yeah, and if you're a miniatures guy like me, like I like painting and I like stuff. Like I used to get the HeroClix just because that was cool that they had miniatures of these guys, but these are like the highest quality miniatures that you can buy right now.
And one of the things I've seen a lot of is because there are so many different like variations of their sort of color scheme and things.
Twitch is sleeping.
It is.
Stinking Twitch. Are they pre-painted? Shut up, Sean. No, they are not pre-painted. However, if you want to paint them, we sell paint, we sell brushes. Yeah. A lot of us have tips on how you can do it.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was one of the things that's nice, what I was trying to say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm talking.
Let me interrupt you again.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people paint their minis as the different sort of color schemes for the different games.
Exactly.
Which is a lot of fun. I really
so
enjoy
So it's like on here they have the classic Wolverine suit, but if you're like, I want to do brown suit Wolverine, or I want to do the X-Force gray and black Wolverine, or I want to do whatever I want. Like even this one, the Wolverine comes with 2 heads, so it has the.
Oh, it does.
I don't know if you can see that,
but back to.
Yeah, so you can do a maskless head.
Ooh, hold it up. Let's see that.
Yeah, you really can't see it there, huh? So see that? See that right there? That actually looks pretty good.
Yeah. A little grainy, but it's not that bad.
So minor customization, but it's up to you if you want the more Logan crazy hair or if you want the mask. I'm actually a fan of the mask. I like both. I don't know.
Now I haven't actually had a chance to crack into any of these guys. Are these are on the sprue, correct? So you cut them out and build them?
They're on sprues. So you'll need fine clippers, maybe a file or something to get some little bits off or whatever. And then you'll need some super glue to put them together. They're roughly usually 3 to 6 pieces a guy. They're not too hard to deal with.
And then for these ones, do they have very set positions that they're in, like their poses, or can you kind of change their pose a little bit?
So these ones, they're in a very specific pose.
Okay.
But not to say that there's no room for customization, but it's a little harder. I have a Hulk mini who I took 2 of the plastic cars and I chopped it up and made it so he's like holding the cars. I have to get it painted.
The car fist?
Yeah, he's got car fists, and so
that's awesome.
I customized that, but he's still in the same pose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there are things you can do. Your imagination is whatever is the limit, basically.
I've seen many conversions.
So
that
if you're creative,
Doc Ock is up on his tentacles.
Yeah.
And like he's
that's what I'm saying. Like they have a specific pose, but that doesn't mean you can't get creative and change that up. So anyway, Marvel Crisis Protocol. We used to do a ton of events. Right now we are not, but hopefully one day again in the near future we will be next year.
Yeah. And actually, if you're feeling the hankering for some
they are not pre-painted.
They are not. So if you're wanting to show off, my goodness, our saturation is rubbish right now. Sorry. If you're wanting,
I look like I've been running.
You really do.
I'm all red.
I'm trying to make it work.
Oh my gosh.
Worse.
Did a monkey do this?
I really need you to stop.
Oh, it was you.
You just need to just close your mouth just a little bit. So one of the good ways to be able to stay informed,
I'm having fun.
Stay part of the community, is to make sure to communicate.
Yeah.
And
how would you do that though? In this day and age, like Pelican or what do they use? Crow.
Pelican.
For me.
That's what you went with?
For mailing, it's a bird.
That's fair.
For mailing.
So I have put
parcels.
in the Facebook chat.
Oh, my mom is in here.
Nice. So in both Facebook and Twitch, we've put up the Discord chat. What we would like, what I'd really like, is to see your guys' painted miniatures, a picture of you guys playing a board game. We got a lot of different channels, and I know that you can feel sort of isolated and cut off from the rest of the world. So what I would love to do is start doing some more sort of community-based things. Before that, I need your help. So hop on the Discord, hop on Facebook,
How
share
many
us
cents
pictures.
a day?
How
Just for just 84 cents a day?
We eat pennies. No, how much
pennies?
is no, it's for 12 cents a day you can feed a homeless person.
Yeah, you can feed us.
Pennies.
Oh,
anyway,
we eat the money?
It's a John Mulaney.
I caught up.
No, not John Mulaney. Bo Burnham. There we go. Anyway,
Close enough.
we're off the rails at this point. Let's go ahead and talk about a new game.
Really what this podcast
we're
show
gonna
is about.
We're gonna loop it back around.
What do we call this thing?
A shopping
picture
network?
show?
Picture show.
I like that.
One of them moving things. We're going to talk about games and stuff,
Yeah,
you see?
There you go.
All of that is to say, please
Wacky.
hop on the Discord, shout it out. If you do
Aaron.
@employee on the Discord.
MySpace. Oh, if you're on MySpace.
Oh yeah, no, we don't MySpace anymore. I'm sorry.
We're not on the space.
I don't do music, so there's no reason for me to MySpace. So I'm reminded every once in a while how much I slouch looking at the thing, just like this is me normally.
You started on cam?
Yeah, I was just like, ah. Anyway, we're way off
Back
subject.
to it.
I feel like we have more games. Let's have a look.
All right, let's
what are
see
we
what
bringing
the Carrier Pelican just brought in.
We're staying with the Pelican.
I'm
That
on
is
Pelican.
such a titanically large game.
Should we start with this one? Which? They're both Titanically
They are
large.
huge.
Okay.
You know what? Let's do.
I wish you had a
Cleopatra
graphic
first.
that's like Kickstarter games.
Oh,
You know?
we should get one. You know,
Music
actually,
and stuff. Good
one of the
Lord.
guys that I played BattleTech with recently does production, and hopefully he'll be able to make this not a dumpster fire.
Yeah, because if the more production it gets, like, we can still be bad, but the production will be there. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll just drown us out with enough graphics that it gets good. Is that how that works? What?
All right, here we go. Are we ready for this?
Yep.
Oh God, which way are we going? This way?
Sure. Oh, the camera isn't far enough back.
Wink it. Look, if we could hire a cameraman, that'd be sweet.
That would be
Oh
great.
my gosh! Don't! Oh my God! Behind the curtain.
Oh, look at that. That's perfect.
None of that. Okay. So Cleopatra.
It's almost like we put a picture
You know
up
what's
there.
awesome?
Wow,
I just
actually, that's
realized
really good.
I wrote down a whole bunch of notes about these next two games.
Yep.
And I left them out there. So
Do you want me to go grab them?
nope, memory.
Oh,
memory.
okay.
We're going fresh.
Okay. We're doing it
The
live.
name of the game is Cleopatra. We know
What?
that. We know that. Okay.
And the Society of...
So look, Mojito Games came from Kickstarter. Bruno Cathala, Ludovic Mablanc. Yeah, those two guys made the game. I can't think out of the
Look at how massive
top
this
of my
game
mind
is.
here. What are the games they made? But I know I've seen their name on a lot of different games. So that must mean something. This game actually was initially released in 2006 under Days of Wonder, and much
That name
smaller.
sounds familiar.
They make every game basically. Small World. They make all the Ticket to Rides.
Oh,
They make
so
a ton of games.
Days of Wonder was the production?
Yeah, that's the company that makes it.
Oh, okay.
But
Gotcha.
now it's made by Mojito and Kickstarted, and they made everything like 30% bigger. This game is super cool
so enormous.
because it actually
Look at
has
that.
a 3D board where each player takes on the role of like an architect, and so you're doing things like I think set collecting or hand management, all those nifty things, and you're trying to build a new palace for Cleopatra, right?
Nice.
And so if you do a really good job, she's happy with you and you win, I believe. If she's not so happy with you, she feeds you to her pet alligator or crocodile. Excuse me, crocodile. I want to make sure we get that right. So the box is huge because it comes with a ton of plastic pieces. This one specifically is painted. We bought the big all-in version, so it comes with everything, including 2 bonus expansions that they didn't box because it's a Kickstarter thing. But I'm not going to go too in depth with them. But you get a Bastet figure and 3 like Cult of Sobek dudes.
I'm sorry, what did you call me?
Sobek.
Oh,
They're I think they're cultists of
painted,
him. So they're like
oh,
crocodile head wearing dudes with a
again, I
weapon.
think it's pronounced crocodile.
Sure. So crocodile. So what's the crocodile? Okay. Anyway, so
Really?
this one is painted and it's massive.
That's a pretty good picture.
And
too.
yeah. Oh no. So anyway, so I was reading about it, and basically you're trying to build the palace. You're all working on the same palace, I believe. But I guess there's things you can do to be ahead of other players and stuff. You actually have opportunities to use what they call like materials of dubious origin. That yeah, I know. So to speed up your build and do things faster, but you get these corrupt amulets or something of Sobek, and if you have too many of them, or at the end of the game, you took too many shortcuts basically. Like you were a bad contractor. I'm sure everyone's dealt with one of those, and you basically get fed to the crocodile, and I would imagine you lose from that. But what is it? 10 plus, about a 60-minute game, 2 to 4 players. Seems like a good game to play with the family or friends. I actually really want to play it. One of my friends just bought it, so I'm actually kind of hoping we'll get to play it soon. It's just so massive.
Well, and like
it excites
the
me.
scale is insane because this is
That's
one
a
of the
die.
dice.
That's an expansion
and,
die.
Like, I don't have particularly small hands, but that dice is huge. Like the box itself is heavy, but like it covers my head.
That game is
it's
gorgeous.
taller than my head.
It is gorgeous. So, and just to push it a little bit, it is $169.99. Now, I know that sounds like a ton, but to be honest, that's exactly what it costs for us to get it from Kickstarter, including the shipping. So, it's not like if you were to buy it on Kickstarter, that's exactly how much it would cost. So, we didn't mark it up. Usually, we get these games and we mark them up, a little bit from what the Kickstarter price is. I probably should be selling it for like $200 or something like that. But honestly, that's not really what I'm concerned about. I just want people to be able to get these games. Like maybe you missed the Kickstarter, maybe you didn't hear about it and know it. And our whole thing is like we're trying to bring more Kickstarter games in to give people the opportunity to get them. Now there is like a retail edition or a less deluxe edition out there, like unpainted and stuff, and they do get cheaper. But we go for the all-in, the big. Like if you're gonna get them. So that's why they're more expensive. If you're not interested in this version, but you maybe want to play it, even though it's not promoting us, I still say, hey, go look out there. Maybe check eBay and stuff. There are other versions of the game if you want a version with like, just maybe it's a little less pretty, but it's the same game. So it'll be there. Or you can go get the 2006 version. So you never know. So anyway, Cleopatra, super cool. This box seriously weighs quite a bit.
It's massive.
I mean, I'd say more than a small child at this point.
Yeah.
The next game may not actually. What up, Chris? May not fit on
The top-down camera? I don't think it
the
will.
camera.
Here,
So,
here, just set it.
do you want me to set it this way?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Here we go. This game also big. That's my explanation. That's it. Show over. Yep. See, it fits perfectly. Okay, here we
just
go.
put something underneath it to raise it out.
Here, I'll just do. Here, you hold it, and I'll hold it. Title Blades. Woo! Ah! All right, so we backed this game like 10 million years ago. I'm not even sure. It finally came out. It looked gorgeous. It showed up. It actually is incredibly gorgeous. I mean, look at how beautiful. It's like Disney quality art style, and
Here, we'll set it down and see if we can get some look at it.
you want to do that top down? Because I want to show them the back here. Ooh. Look at that. So maybe we'll just start on this side.
Nope, that's as far as you can go. Here, there we go.
You work on that. So this game is actually it's like out in like the island type of theme. It's got
is that why they call it Title Blades?
Okay.
Heroes of the Reef?
Basically, so each player is gonna. This is also the deluxe version. So the normal version has little standees. This one has miniatures and other upgraded components. So this one, each player is gonna take on a role of one of these heroes here, and you're like entering a tournament where the winner is called the Title Blade or whatever. Like if you win the whole thing, you become the Title Blade, and so that's a big deal in this world.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Maybe
I'd
you
love
have
to be the Title Blade.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
Let's fight.
So
Let's
you pick your hero. And there's basically you go to these different locations to try to do challenges. You'll battle monsters, do all sorts of things. You have 4 stats. You can see these dials. You're trying to increase all these stats. What are they like? Resilience, synergy, spirit, and focus. You're basically trying to get your hero upgraded. And then at the end of the tournament, which lasts like 5 days, then I think it's 5 days or 5 nights. I can't remember. But anyway, when you're done, then whoever's the greatest hero, I believe, is named the Title Blade and wins the game. But in the meantime, you got a bunch of dice rolling. I believe there's card drafting. There's
look at that dice tray.
cool looking poker chip looking things.
So many dice.
They're action discs. Pardon me.
Actually,
yeah, it's got trays for all the dice by I believe it's Game Trays.
We're back.
Yeah, Game Trays. And I think they're doing a bunch of games now. So Game Trays is great because all the stuff fits together and you don't worry about it falling over. And actually, if you can hear this, it sounds like a box of Legos, but it's actually
there we go.
It's actually not. It's a board game. So
some more.
Sean, I don't know if we're talking about the same game. I think he's talking Cleopatra. Oh, he's saying there's magnets that is fixed. Okay, I think that's Cleopatra. Anyway, so yeah, dice rolling. There's cards drafting. There's apparently cooperative battles, multiple paths to victory. That's always fun. I know each hero has asymmetrical powers, and this one I believe is 1 to 4 players. You can play it by yourself. They're saying 14 plus in 60 to 90 minutes, which in real life is probably 3 to 5 hours. And
I do like that this little arena here.
That's your dice rolling combat arena or something like that. That's awesome. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
lots of heavy plastic in here.
Yeah.
And just like this is again like the super upgraded edition. Another game where like we just buy these deluxe editions. We don't buy the retail
we like top
smaller
shelf
edition.
Stuff.
We like big stuff. So this one is $150, and again, it's not super upgraded from the Kickstarter price because it also includes this expansion that lets you add a 5th player with this sweet looking frog coming in on like a kite thing. And so this lets you add another player. You get all the stuff to get another Sagashi, and you get more dice and more tokens.
Oh, his name is Sagashi.
Yeah, that's his name. You got Sagashi, Axel, Cayman, who's like a crocodile looking dude.
We're back to the crocodiles.
Echo, I'm not sure. There should be one more. I don't know. Whatever. That's all it shows on the back. And so you got all this stuff. Again, the game is beautiful, as you can see. Very colorful.
Dice.
And yeah, $150 gets you the whole thing. It has all the whatever Kickstarter stretch goals are in there or in the box. I mean, this is the top of the line version you can get. It's the top of the line model. We should sell these like cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
top of the line, you'll find something better.
$12.99 a month for 7 years.
13 years of life.
And about $300 insurance. You can get this $150 game. So no, it's. I really want to play this one too, but I don't know. We got a couple groups that come in and play and buy a lot of these Kickstarter games. So hopefully one of them has it or wants to buy it, so I get a chance to play it.
Now, if I remember correctly,
or maybe I'll just buy it myself.
You spend a lot of time on Kickstarter backing games so that you can have them for the store.
Yes.
Which is to say, if there is a game out there that you thought to yourself, I really wanted that, but you didn't get a hold of it, get a hold of us. See if we've backed it. See if we've got it coming in.
Yeah. So now to be like that was the last game we're showing. So if you don't care about anything else, you may be dismissed. But to talk about Kickstarter a little bit, if you are interested, I do try to back a lot. We actually have slowed down on backing because I have so many backed. And it's hard to have that much money just tied up in these games because each game's like we spend a lot of money on these games. Obviously, we don't get the small version, and we try to get like 12 copies of a game, and so it's something that's still an ongoing process. We're trying to get more of our games online so people can pre-order them. We can ship to people, but usually what we've been doing for shipping is just buy the game and then we'll charge you for shipping later because we don't really know what shipping's going to cost. I mean, I don't know how big this game's going to be. The picture is this big.
Well, I don't think they know at that point.
They probably don't either.
A lot of times, part of the Kickstarting process is going through that R&D process of like, how do we get the box to work?
Yeah.
Can we squeeze all this
and
stuff?
And so that's where there's been a lot of challenges to figure this whole thing out. Is each Kickstarter, like, it's different pricing, it's different. When are we going to get it? No. Some guys are right on, some guys are a year later, some guys are early, and you just really never know. So it's not as easy like a normal game. It's like, here's a pre-order game, it's coming out this day, 20% off, let's go. It's not always that easy. Sometimes we get them from Europe or something, and the discount's like 10%. So we don't really get a lot of money. There's not a lot of margin for us to make any money, so it's hard to do those games. But we try to do the ones that make sense and will sell, stuff like that. So we, at some point, like I guess in Discord, at some point we'll have a better way than just emailing to say, hey, are you getting this game? You can email our Kickstarter email, which is just zulusgames.ks@gmail.com. That's going to go to me. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that really ever checks that. And I can let you know if we're backing a game. I do have a shareable document that has the games we've backed, but it's not really up to date. And I think there's a lot of games that have already come and gone. So I need to work on that. But you can request that from me, and I'll let you. It's just like a shared Google Sheet or something like that. So it is something we are doing more of. And hopefully, if we do more videos, maybe that's one of the ones we can do is talk about Kickstarters.
Yeah. Speaking of Kickstarters, we have a question in the chat.
Are we going to back the Quidditch? Is that the chance?
Yes.
You asked the question. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. My chat's way down here, so you should probably read it.
All right. Paul wants to know if we're going to back the Quidditch game, Harry Potter Catch the Snitch. At this point, didn't even know it existed, but now I do. So now I'll go look.
Sorry, that name just makes me laugh.
Catch the Snitch. That's all I gotta do is say catch the snitch and you crack up.
I'm easily entertained. I mean,
hey, at least it doesn't rhyme.
As we can see, I'm easily entertained.
Family show. All right.
No, I'm talking. We got Miat here, looking in at the.
We got what? Oh,
Miat.
There he is. Oh, is that what you're laughing at?
Yeah, Matt makes me laugh every time. It's
just the fact that he's just catch the snitch.
It's just that too.
Oh, okay.
No, just him just peeking his little head around the corner. It just gets me every time. Do you want to real quick, since you have the chat open, if you could write down the zulusgames.ks, just so they have it there in perpetuity.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Right in there. So there you go. That is the email. You can ask me if we're getting something, and I'll try to get back to you within the year.
That is
I only check like 4 different emails.
Yeah.
So.
The thing to always remember about Kickstarter is...
But I do want...
Like, the Battletech Kickstarter was a great example of we've just been getting product in sort of as it becomes available.
That's actually been great, though, because we're friends with the guys at Catalyst, so we backed a certain amount, and then the rest we've just been saying, hey, can we get this? And they're like, yeah, and then they just bring it to the store like a day or two later.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we do need more stuff. So
I think we have more on the way, so...
I love it.
If you're into Battletech, I promise you we will continue getting more Battletech stuff until no one wants it.
Yep. And
which
again,
is hopefully never.
Going back to that Discord, if you want to see me painting models and throwing stuff up. I've also been talking about one of the things I'd love to do is to do a sort of community day where I sit down and talk about events that are coming up. I know obviously there's a lot of limitations with that, but I feel like, maybe not everyone knows where to look. If you are wondering what sort of events are happening, if you go to zulusgames.com, there is no longer a thing, I just realized. I don't
know what you mean by that, but okay.
Calendar. We had a calendar. Oh, no, it's not there anymore.
I don't know.
On Facebook, we will make events at the Zulus Games Facebook. I had to pivot hard there. So if you're watching this on Facebook, you can go just to events, and we try to keep that as up-to-date as possible. We're doing all kinds of stuff.
And if you're sitting there wondering, like, I wonder how much time these guys put into preparation and practice and stuff, the answer is none.
Yeah.
So
I literally have a game session that goes up to 5:30, and then frantically set this up, and then hope for the best.
Yeah, and it's not because we're lazy. I mean, it's part of it.
But there's so many games that came in today.
Like I was working up to the second we started this thing, and it's like, there's always so much going on.
I was eating while I was finding the pictures of this, just trying desperately. I'm so hungry, but I can't stop.
So I
as
hope
you can see, I didn't get all the pictures in. Yeah. No, honestly, I've been really liking this. I feel like there's a lot of games that people don't know that they've come out, and so this is a great way to just be like, what's come out this week? And I'm dreading the day where we have to just be like, I don't know, some games.
For real. And it's one of those things I want this to grow because I want to be able to like give away games on the stream. I'm not doing that right now. Don't get too excited. I'm just saying at some point I would love to. I'd love to be at that level. So.
Yeah. Oh, we do also have
could
bricks. We have a bunch of bricks we can put behind us, so we're not just on a green screen.
We could have a better green screen. So we have a green screen. Yeah. We just have nothing on there.
Yeah. Well, I just discovered.
Could you just get Matt's face back there? Like, why?
Let's get Matt. Just him.
Get him in the middle
enormous and in there.
Yeah, hey, buddy.
Oh, sorry. He's just creeping. Hey. Oh, you're so close to him right now.
All right, get him out of here. He's weird.
All right, I think we've exhausted our capacity.
Yes, online painting sessions coming.
Ooh, online painting sessions, yeah. So I actually discovered literally yesterday how to make these cameras get more in focus. Apparently there's an app.
I believe more better is the correct terminology.
More better. So you can actually change the
Don't tell them how the magic happens.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair. No. There is a program that you can download for your webcam, and you can change the sharpness.
As it got blurrier?
Yeah. Well, it's because the autofocus is having... We need to get a better situation for lighting. Our lighting is not great. So that'll be the next step. Because right now, all the fuzz that you're seeing is our ISO, ISO, not ISO. What's the digital? I don't know. Anyway, it's the noise because it's trying desperately
I'm
to
here
compensate
to talk
for the light.
nonsense, okay? You're here to make things work.
Yeah.
Which...
Yeah, and on that delightful note,
I'm doing good at my
thank you,
job.
everyone, for participating. We always enjoy engaging with you. Feel free to leave comments even after the video's done. I usually will look through to see if there's any additional things. Send us emails. We love talking to you. So.
Yeah, if you want to praise me, that's fine.
tell him how nice he looks. Matt's
it.
Right there to say hey, how's it going? He's so close to your face.
God, get away from me.
All
right, so that's it. We're done rambling.
Yeah, I think that's the length and breadth of it.
Hey, I talked nonsense well.
Oh, good.
Hey, we had a ton of feedback today, a ton of comments, and like that's awesome. Like I love that. So I hope you guys are having fun. I hope that we've made this informational and entertaining at the same time. The mistakes are all part of the show.
Yeah.
So they're all deliberate.
It's part of our charm.
And
yeah,
we'll see you next Friday,
if we were too perfect,
right?
we just wouldn't be
as
endearing. Next Friday. Oh, and next Friday we're gonna have more information about our Black Friday, which will be the Friday after that.
Okay,
Friday.
So we'll talk Black Friday. We'll talk Magic. Commander Legends.
Yes, we're gonna be. Hopefully, you get either Yuta or Matt in to talk a little bit about what the heck Commander Legends is, because I don't exactly know.
I know a chunk about it, but we could get a profesh in here.
Yeah,
that means professional and cool guy speak. I don't know.
Is that what we're doing? Okay, I think and on that, Linda, we're just gonna
time to go.
All right,
that's been enough.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next week.